Good morning, everybody. All right, in the midst of all of the craziness, I was getting my days mixed up and forgot to make this public earlier. So I know we don't have a lot of people here live, which is okay because hopefully you will catch the replay and have some fun with art today. If you are here, make sure you check in and let me know and say hi. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you are all doing well, that you are safe, that you have all the supplies you need, and that you are hunkered down at home and enjoying your loved ones and enjoying the time together. And I've been getting a little more into creativity recently. It's been, good morning, Vicki. I shared last week that I was just having a tough time. I wasn't feeling super creative. And if you saw some of my videos from last that are coming up this week, that's kind of what I was sharing. But I have felt a little bit rejuvenated because I just took pressure off of myself to do projects I had in the works and just went into doing stuff that I was feeling passionate about at the moment. So today we have an art play date, which is 10 minutes dedicated to just playing with your supplies, not worrying about the final product, and just having fun in your art journal and with some of the things you have on hand. So today's theme is collage, one of my very, very favorite things to do. Good morning, Carol. I love doing collage. I love experimenting with other supplies and putting them on my paper. So that's what we're going to do. Let me show you some of the things that I grabbed. This is a Jane Davenport scrapbook paper pad that I picked up at Michael's. This one, if you can look, has been well loved. I actually have a brand new version of it that I'm waiting to open. But first I want to, good morning, Alicia. First I want to try to use up this. So I have that. And then I also have, this is new. This is the Dina Wakely Media Collage Collective, and it has some great sheets for collage. It has a set of thinner paper and then a set of thicker paper, just depending on what you are using it for. So I've pulled that out, and then from my stash, here are some fun napkins that I've collected. This is the second of 2 bins of napkins that I keep in my craft room. Some of them are Jane Davenport, which you know that I love, love, love all her things. And some of them are just napkins I've collected from various places, including some fun vintage ones. And then I've grabbed some tissue paper. Of course, this one, if you recognize where this one comes from, let me know, because it's one of my favorites and you've probably seen me use it before. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, everybody. Good morning from the UK. Actually, I guess it's probably not morning in the UK, but hello. Okay, so if you know where this, yes, by the will for God, I have a whole stash of that. And then just some other tissue paper that was in my stash. So I'm going to play with collage. I'm using matte gel medium today. You can also use gesso. There's a lot of things you can use. I'm actually running low on my matte gel medium, so I might want to put in order for some. I will set the timer for 10 minutes and we will get to playing. So Alexa, please set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Okay, I think what I'm going to start with is just some color. And I am just going to rip off some strips of color. Maybe work in smaller strips. I probably should have pre-cut things out. Whenever I'm collaging, is that a word? Doing collage? I'm not sure what the correct term for that is. But I try to always tear pieces because I want it to feel like a more natural edge. I very rarely am trying to do collage pieces that are cut out in a specific way. When you tear it, they really meld into each other a little bit more, and I end up liking the look. It's just a little bit softer. I'm glad I set your echo dot as well. That's awesome. Okay, let me do some blue. Maybe we'll focus on 3 colors. So half the fun is just tearing stuff up. And if you have kids at home now, this can be a really fun activity to give them so they can help you in your art journaling, or they can try it too. Okay, let me put down some matte gel medium. Get this over here. I'm going to start with some blues. Putting that down. And when I am collaging, I actually don't mind when it gets wrinkled. In fact, I end up liking it a little bit more. It's all about texture with art journaling. So I kind of end up liking it a little bit more. Where did I? Oh, there it goes. All right. So do you just not have the wide array of tissue paper in the UK? I'm watching the comments kind of go by. Maybe just not the same. I usually pick up stuff at the Dollar Tree near me. Of course, not these days. But I feel like now I'm kind of justified in the stash that I had, because now I can craft freely and share. Good morning, Alma. You can get the plain stuff. The patterns are a little bit, most of the patterned tissue paper I have, sometimes I get it from Dollar Tree. Most of the time I get it from companies that I've ordered from, like Felicity Jane or By the Well for God. So I kind of wonder where they order it from. I mean, I assume in bulk from somewhere, but that would be cool to know. Napkins are super fun to find. My mom always has seasonal napkins at her house. So I think you could use watered down Elmer's glue. It's not going to be the same as matte gel medium, and especially when you're just playing, it wouldn't hurt because you don't want to use up good supplies. So if you're just playing, I see no reason why watered down Elmer's glue would not work. Also Mod Podge. I always say it incorrectly, but Mod Podge. Generally, I feel like Mod Podge dries a little sticky. Even if it's like, even if it's the matte kind that's not meant to dry with a sheen. If it says it dries with a sheen, it will still be sticky. So that makes it tricky for an art journal to use. Okay. Starting with that, and then the thing about collage is you can just keep adding and adding. So I'm going to go and do some in between with some black and white right here. And you can vary up the sizes too. I'm just going to cut up some pieces or tear up some pieces. Vary up the sizes. Of course, if you're wanting to, preserve a specific flower or something like that, then tear carefully around it. You can also, if you're trying to say you wanted a specific flower from here, if you trace along the edge with just a wet paintbrush and then come back over it, then tear, you get kind of a cleaner line. It won't be perfect, which, like I said before, I'm not really into having the perfect lines when I'm doing collaging. So it won't be perfect, which is good in my case, but it'll be a little bit more exacting as to where you wanted to tear. So I'm just going to do some black and white. You guys, I didn't realize how low I was on matte gel medium. I'm going to have to put in that order. I know for sure all the Amazon orders have been delayed recently. Understandably, they're putting preference on necessities, and I'm guessing that matte gel medium is not going to be a necessity. But like we've talked about on here, I do have a big old container. Actually, I wanted these up here. I have a big old container of Elmer's glue that I can use, and if I'm just practicing or playing in my art journal, having fun, no reason not to try that. Actually, tear this a little bit. So see how fun, I mean, collaging. Y'all have to tell me, is that a word? Do we think you got texture paste in 3 days, Alicia? Okay, that's impressive. I actually just received an order of gesso. I have never had white gesso before, and I ordered it for the first time. I'm super excited. And it took a week to get here, which is fine. You know, not like I said, it's not an emergency, but it did take a full week to get here. But it got here yesterday, and so I shall be playing with some white gesso. You guys will have to check it out. I got a couple of new art journals actually recently that I'm going to be working in because I just finished up the Jane Davenport one that I had. And so one of them, I got the Dina Wakley blue edition, which has denim in it and burlap. So I'm excited to see how that will work with art journaling. Okay, so the best part about collage effects are when the pieces overlap, because that's when you start to get some of the interest. And of course you can always do some collage and then add a little more blue. Just keep layering. Once it all dries, you can also paint over the top, which can be a lot of fun. Okay. Oh, I need some right here. Yes, the dot paper is Felicity Jane. It's actually a pretty thick tissue paper, so it doesn't blend quite as well as kind of the standard tissue paper. Okay, I picked this paper out from Dina Wakley Journal. And let me show you. I'm just going to tear around one of these little peeps because I thought it'd be cool to put them on. Yeah, and I think it depends. As far as Amazon, we're talking about the Amazon orders. I think it depends on what they have in the storerooms, if it's a third-party sell. I do like the matte gel medium better. It's not as sticky in the end as Mod Podge, which I appreciate. And what do you guys think? I'm going to go down here. It's not as, actually, I'm going to layer my people. It's not as sticky in the end, the matte gel medium, and which is why I like it. Matte gel medium I'm able to easily use in other projects. And when I close my art journal, it does not stick. And so if you use Mod Podge, when you close your art journal and leave it closed, you know, it's gonna have some stick to it, which I have learned from experience ends up kind of messing with what I created. I'm thinking of like layering my people, maybe adding one more. This is a fun way to create, like I said, if you are experiencing some, I don't know, creative block, just start a couple pages with some collage. Do this, put some simple stuff, don't go crazy. Start a couple pages with collage, and then once they've dried, go back. Alexa, stop timer. Sorry, 10 minutes. Once they've dried, go back and look at the pages and see what you might be inspired to add to them. It is a good way to kind of bust through some creative block. Now, on these particular pieces, there's already matte gel medium that's still kind of sticky on my page, so I'm just adding it to the back. When you're collaging, of course, you want to make sure to get the edges really strong. He's adding more. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, my Amazon cart is sitting full, waiting for April 1st to get here for the new paycheck. So, you know, I thought we'd save money, but with us all being at home, but it feels like we're just looking. I mean, I need some crafty supplies. So I'm trying to organize my 12 by 12 paper again. So that's what I'm buying some supplies for. Okay. So see, 10 minutes. I have a great start, I feel like, to an art page that I can add to. Yeah, we're not saving. I know the people are super cute. I'll save this one because it would be cute actually to do like one over here. It could be like an individual versus the crowd. You could do all kinds of things. So I'll definitely save this one. This will dry and then I'll come back and play with it later. I do have a hashtag, Amma. It is listed in the notes for this, but it's hashtag SWB_take10. So let me write that out and you guys can see it. So hashtag SWB_take10. All right, so if you end up trying some of this stuff, make sure to let me know. Yeah, Alicia, I have these linked below too. So I did just do an order from scrapbook.com and it came pretty fast. So I have all the papers linked below. So make sure to check those out. Ladies, I hope you are having a great day. I hope you're having fun at home. Thank you for all your kind words last week. It was kind of a really hard week around here and I was feeling really down, and it always makes me feel better to hear from you guys. And several of you sent me sweet notes and messages of encouragement, and I really appreciate that. And I think that's what we need from everyone, is to just be encouraging each other. So have fun crafting today. Let me know what you end up creating. Thanks for showing up this morning, even when I forgot to advertise about it. Thanks for keeping me on your schedule. I will see you all next week. Have a great day, everyone. Keep it creative.